Call the board meeting to order for Monday, December 11th, 2023, the Greater Peoria Mass Transit District. Roll call.
Trustee Ahart,
Present.
trustee Sterling Polk, trustee Hare,
Present.
trustee Knox,
Present.
trustee McBride. She's absent.
All right. Can everybody stand for the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Next item is the reading and receipt of minutes for the regular meeting of November 13th, 2023. Everybody had a chance to look at them, review them. Any questions, comments? Hearing none, can I get a motion to approve said minutes?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor of approving minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Hearing none, motion passed. Next item, the receipt and reading of communications.
We have none tonight, sir.
Thank you. Report of officers and trustees. Hearing none.
Nope, I got one.
Oh, you got one? Okay, sorry. Moved on quick.
It was just a quick report from Program Development Committee. And we only have one item, and that was discussion around providing some community-based service and transportation for Epic, which we've done in past years for their Night to Shine event, similar to, I guess, a prom-related event. And we've done that for them in at least the past 2 years, I believe. So we approved moving forward with it again for this year in February.
Good. Okay. Do you have a date on that by any chance?
In the minutes right there, I think it's like January or February.
It was in February.
That's okay.
February 19th, I want to say.
19th, yeah, I think you're.
Okay. Nice. Okay, that we have?
That's it for me.
All right, thank you. Next is the report of standing committees. Patty.
Our ADA meeting will be on Wednesday. We're going to do it in person, which we haven't done for quite some time. And our goal is to come up with what we're going to do for 2024.
Okay.
Actually, I jumped the boat. When you was supposed to be understanding committees are reported out.
We were
Sorry.
just
No.
going.
No, you're good. No problem. We know. All right. And Miss Emily, would you like to cover the
Yes,
stuff
I'm
about?
gonna do the Stuff of Us committee since trustee McBride is not here. So you probably already saw, because I sent some emails out a couple weeks ago, but the 36th annual Stuff of Us food drive concluded on November 29th. We had a press conference at the Peoria Friendship House to announce the total weight of donations. I'm pleased to report that we did collect 10 tons of food, which was short of our 13-ton goal. However, the bus was pretty full. It was not as full as we've seen it in years past, and that's just fact. We definitely, I think a lot of the reasons why we saw a decrease is because of inflation. The cost of groceries is just simply more expensive this year. I saw it myself with shopping with money that was donated. It was harder to stretch your dollar this year. And so I have to think that that's one of the reasons we saw a decrease. But I will say that Peoria Friendship House was still very grateful for the amount of donations that we were able to get them. And we do think it'll still sustain them for several months into the new year. So I'm going to plan to try to go down there and take a look at their pantry, because when we went down there for the wrap up, it was pretty much empty. They literally had like candy and stuff in there, things that are not the most nutritional. So now they have a jam-packed full pantry with foods that are more nutritious and better to give out to the families they serve. I want to say thank you to the Peoria Rivermen and Peoria Mustangs players. They volunteered their time and helped unload the bus, and they did it in probably, I would say, less than an hour and a half, just because there were less donations. It didn't take them as long. I want to thank the CityLink employees, Friendship House employees, and all the other volunteers that helped make the food drive successful, and all the other businesses and organizations that supported us. And of course, our Stuff of Us committee, which was comprised of members from CityLink, the ATU. We also had WWD, WYZZ, Cumulus Radio. So it was a good bunch of people that help us put this together every year. And there were a lot of pictures taken at the wrap up. So if you visit our Facebook page, Stuff of Us Peoria, you can see all those pictures uploaded there. So, and thanks again for the support this year.
Very well done by all of you guys. Okay. Before the general manager.
Good evening. Don't have a whole lot to report, but looks like the monthly ridership, comparing last year's month, November versus this year, we were up 12%. So that's keeps moving forward. We're planning on the ribbon cutting for the new facility on April 29th. So far, the FTA administrator, Nuria Fernandez, will be in attendance. So we're kind of gearing it around her. We're hoping the governor will make it since a lot of the rebuild money is in this project. So hopefully he can make it. And then all the state and federal legislators, senators, we'll plan on getting them all here, plus local politicians. We're working on the IDOT compliance review. It's kind of a medium lift. There's a lot of paperwork and a lot of new folks trying to figure out what they're requesting. So it'll be a good exercise. And then other than that, I've reached out to IDOT to find out about our funding differences, and I have not heard back from them. So when I do, I'll report back to you. But hopefully we're going to schedule a meeting with them in person and go over it. So any questions? Yes.
Not so much a question, and I don't know if HR was going to say anything, but I did just want to commend them on hiring so many people in-house, promoting those people. Because during the course of my tenure, I heard lots of people complain that we always go outside, we don't do anything inside. So I just wanted to let you know, I am aware that you're putting forth that effort, and good job.
Yeah, Paige and Miguel are in training in Austin for safety and security and all that stuff. So unable to attend tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the new facility update. Nick.
Okay, so Tazewell Asphalt came and installed our parking blocks and finished doing some painting. And then Hoolan started doing some vinyl fencing. You can't really see it, but the house where the Tiki lives, they started putting up some better vinyl fencing. So it's not so much of an eyesore. People out there, you can see it. So then they keep installing all of our fixtures throughout all the different levels. And A&J Electric, they've been installing all of our lights and conduits and all that stuff through our day room, which is on the second level. And then they started running all the conduit for our chassis wash. We actually got to turn that on a couple of weeks ago, and we put a bus in there and cleaned underneath. It's gonna be pretty, it's really nice.
Nick, can you hang on a second? If any of you guys want to, over there want to come over and see this, you're more than welcome. Okay, all right. Thanks, Nick.
The Hitchcock, they just keep installing all of our dry system fire protection and sprinkler heads throughout. So that's the driver's break room and second level mezzanine. We're still working away up there. Then Bedrock, they just paint. So they're doing is painting. This is the second level. They're painting all kinds of stuff, and they came through and painted all of our bollards and whatnot for the maintenance garage doors, or maintenance levels. Then we got our accordion wall put in the simulator room. That's just one section. There's a whole another section that's 2/3 bigger than that. And then we did vehicle or bus training for our new lifts, for the two different kinds of lifts that are out there. All the maintenance staff came. Those are pretty impressive lifts. They're going to work out well. A few more training things and a couple of questions to clarify, but they're going to be pretty handy. And then River City, they've been installing all of our door accessories and little signs everywhere now, so it's kind of cool to see the last touching finishes on the first floor. And we started moving into the parks room, started being able to stack some stuff in there, so that's great. So the first level occupancy is very close. And then they sealed the floors. That was a couple weeks ago for the first floor. And then right way, this is all still the first level. They're just putting in the drywall or the drop ceilings for us. And then they're just drywalling the remaining terraces that's outside the first level. So that's all they were doing then. It's all done now. No adjustments to the GMP, still the same. Construction's a little over 75% complete. Total phases for all the gross bill to date is a little over 33 million. Beth will submit the number 31 payout by the end of the month. And it's pretty much the same thing she has on there. Phase A is done. Phase B, which is the big building right now, is a little over 75% done. Nothing's happened on phase C yet. And she didn't mark this out, but the elevator, we got good news. We might be able to get our elevator in for the site for all the levels. Instead of May, June, it could be as early as January, February, which is a big deal for occupancy and working out of that level. So good news. That's it. Now it's time for the 5-minute.
Nick, where were we at as far as inspections? I know last time we were looking, you guys are trying to get over there maybe by the end of the year, but we were waiting on Peoria with the inspections.
Inspections were for the first level. They were done. They came back, gave us a big to-do list, gave River City a punch list. It's all been completed. That's why they're allowing us to start to move in. There's a few things that they need to submit punches for a few different rooms down there, and she's working on that this week. Second level, nothing's happened with that yet. They will come back. She's hoping this month they come back and give us occupancy on sections like they did for the first floor.
Thank you.
We are about 10 stalls short of parking all our buses inside. So they've been parking them over here overnight, so keeping them all inside now.
The cleaning, getting everything out so we can move in. That's what they're doing now. This was probably taken today or yesterday, Monday or Friday, I mean.
Thanks, thank you. Any questions?
Thanks for slowing the video down. I really appreciate it.
I got a question. What's the plan for this south building?
This bus storage,
Pardon?
the one that's staying,
I know where we're at here.
I'm not sure yet.
To be
We've
determined.
got some, yeah,
some ideas.
possibly moving paratransit in here.
Okay, next item, the report of the Transdev General Manager. It's April, or Angel.
Thank you. In addition to what you already have in front of you, and I can go into any detail that you'd like out of the documents that you do have. We, of course, are always actively recruiting. We thought we were doing pretty good with some of our training. Unfortunately, not everyone is able to complete the training for a variety of reasons. So we're still working on that. The Angel Tracks camera system is working really well. I don't believe we're fully have the Wi-Fi part of it complete, but our maintenance manager is able to download the videos that we need, which has been very helpful. Shannon and I were recently speaking. It helps to clear up some things that some customers may say that are maybe not quite accurate. So that is, we really appreciate Steve working on that and getting us that. Our drive cam that we have just does the directly in front of the vehicle, excuse me, and the picture and the driver. So the Angel Tracks having the videos in other parts of the area, especially the lift area, that is absolutely huge, and it's wonderful. It's really wonderful. We are still, as usual, we're always looking for 6 to 10 additional drivers. I don't think we'll ever feel like we have enough because people get sick. This time of year, definitely. Today, I was several drivers and dispatchers short, so management was the dispatchers today. So it is what it is. So we're just going to keep plugging away with that. And other than that, again, we're still working with our scheduling software, trying to make it right. Doing what we can with it. Looking forward to the term being up, and hopefully you guys can be interested in a new RFP for another option. That'd be great. Other than that, if there's anything else that you'd like to know about or me to go into further detail, just let me know.
Questions? No.
Okay.
Thank you, Angel. Okay, next item, the public comments.
We do. Linda Patton's here, and she's going to discuss the customer service.
Okay, let it come on up.
Hello. As she said, I'm Linda Patton. I'm a customer service rep here at CityLink, and I've been here just a little over 10 years. Last month, the board discussed a complaint letter that was received from a customer that the bus had passed a couple of times. And the board was told that the customer service representative that she spoke with kept giving the wrong bus number to dispatch. And fortunately, finally, one of the schedulers figured out what the problem was. But by that point, the lady, even though we'd sent a supervisor to pick her up, she had already taken another bus. I was the customer service rep that spoke to that lady. And it was only by an accident kind of that I discovered all this. When I heard about it, I said, this sounds really familiar. All of our calls are recorded. And so we have the ability to go back and, like if somebody says, well, you told me that bus was 12:30 and it was there at 12:15, I go back and listen and say, oh gosh, did I tell them 12:30? But it also gives us the capability to go back and find out if we didn't make mistakes. And I just wanted to clear the air, and because I take a lot of pride in my job. And I was not the person that was saying the wrong bus number. I was in fact giving the correct bus number both times I called in to dispatch. And in fact, my last call with the dispatcher, she said, what bus were you saying? And I said the number 12, because it's on Detour and it's going down University. Oh, I thought you said the number 1. So I was a little upset that the board thought that, I was so incompetent that I don't know my job, or that I say things just to get people off the phone. And someone said that they're concerned that that our staff is not customer focused. and I would like to address that for just a minute. A number of years ago, and granted, things have changed, we had a customer service staff of about 8 people. The window was open 7 days a week. We were open from 6 in the morning until one point it was 9 o'clock at night on the weekdays. Gradually, that number has dwindled, and now we're down to 2 of us. We are open Monday through Saturday. I work Saturday by myself. She works Monday by herself. We have to close when we go to lunch. And the days that we work alone, since we only work 8 hours, we have to close the window at 4 o'clock. So if anybody wants a bus pass or anything after 4 o'clock, they're out of luck. We have a vending machine in the lobby that was great for a while, but the ticket vending machine is as old as the fare boxes, and unfortunately has the same technology and the same issues. And so it was on life support. I think right now it's in a coma, but it hasn't worked for some time. In addition, we have the Avail system, which when it works is awesome, and we love it. We still use it. You know, it's a great tool that we use, but there are still a lot of glitches with it, which cause people to call in and say, I don't understand this. Why is it saying there's not another bus here for 3 hours when there's supposed to be one here in half an hour? It also controls the head signs. So a lot of times the head signs are wrong on the buses. Then people miss the buses and they're calling us, yelling at us because they missed their bus. And then also, not all the bus stops have the ID numbers yet. And we do still have some bus stop signs up where that have not been active bus stops for the better part of this year. So all these things confuse people, prompt them to call in, and there's 2 of us dealing with all this until 4 or 5 p.m. And on Sundays, there's nothing. So I guess I would agree that, you know, maybe customer service is not as customer service focused as we would like to be, because we do both take our jobs very seriously and we both love our jobs. And we really do try to do our very best for CityLink, but it is a challenge. And so I just wanted, you know, you guys come and you see the new building and that, just kind of wanted to give you a view from the trenches and what it's like down where we are. You're welcome to come down to the transit center anytime and see for yourself. But again, I just wanted to clear the air for myself. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Linda. Do you have any questions for her? No. Okay. Any old business? Okay. Next item, the resolution 2416 memorandum of understanding for Peoria County Health Department. Emily.
Good evening again. So this should look pretty familiar. I think everyone on the board was on the board last year when we had the same memorandum of understanding. It's with the Peoria City County Health Department, and we are going to be doing a memorandum of understanding so that they can have free advertising space on the inside of the buses to promote PSAs for different messaging that they're doing at the health department. We've been doing this for several years. They've had a change in personnel there. So I've just recently connected with the new person that's taken over this part of the health department. And we're actually going to try to plan to meet either before the end of the year or right after the first of the year. Because since he's new, I figured I would give him a little more background on this program and also talk to him about the signs that we currently have installed and seeing whether they want to keep some of those up or take them down and start fresh. But I did talk to him today on the phone, and it sounds like they have a couple of initiatives that they're going to be wanting to promote here soon. So this memorandum is for free advertising space on the inside of the buses, and then the Peoria City County Health Department will pay for the production of the signs. And so it's really no different than what we've done for the past several years, but we wanted to formally bring it in front of the board for review and approval. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions? No. Can I get a motion to approve the memorandum?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Thank you.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Nays? Hearing none, motion passed. Thank you, Emily. Last item, the financial report, November 2023, board bills approval. Bethany.
Good evening. I just want to point out that in your staff summary, it says to summarize December. That should say November. In November 2023, the total monthly operating expenses of $2,579,107.26 represents 6.53% of the 2024 annual budget. And this percent is 0.85% less than the monthly projection. So I am requesting approval of the disbursements.
Any questions? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Hare,
Approved.
trustee Polk,
Approved.
trustee Aaron,
Approved.
trustee Knox, approved.
Motion passed. Thank you. Hearing nothing else on the agenda, we'll, next meeting is gonna be Monday, January 8th, 2024, 5:30 PM, same location. So, hearing nothing else, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you.